SEMA 2009. The cars, the parts, the experience. Nobody brings it to you like Power TV.
SEMA 2009 is the year of the Camaro, and we're here at GM where there's some beautiful examples, one of which is owned by this man, Rick Bottom, the owner of the beautiful to-go Camaro, mate. Fantastic job.
Yep, the heart of this car is a Vortech V7 supercharger YSI. We have it turned back to only 1,000 crank horsepower.
Turned back, you say?
Turned back. It's 1,200 horsepower capable, but we're still running on 93 octane fuel, pump gas. And we have a Levante methanol injection that turns 93 octane into 116 octane. So you can travel in this car and use pump gas anywhere in the country. So it's still usable, friendly, fast car, idles at 800 RPM. We retain the VVT system, so it really breathes on the top end. Wonderful to drive, no issues, no complaints. I love this thing.
You say you've got the Vortech V7, why did you choose that over the V3?
The V3 is capable of 750 horsepower, but we needed more.
Tell me why you need more than 750 horsepower.
Well, with 1,000 horsepower on a road course, this thing pulls the straights. It pulls hard over 150 miles an hour, and you get used to the speed after a while. You need more. That's part of hot rodding. So it's a great time to be a rodder. You can build a true 9-second street car, runs on pump gas, and you can drive it every day. It's awesome.
How long have you had this relationship with Vortech for?
Just got started with them. This is my first experience. I've used just about every other kind of supercharger turbo. Love the Vortech. Linear power, predictable power, reliability, it's got it all. So I love it.
You've obviously put a lot of time, effort, and may I say money into this car, but it's come out pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's great to have a car from GM to embrace again. People are going crazy over it, and hopefully GM will sell a lot of these things and keep me in business.
Alrighty, well, Rick Bottom's Camaro is not the only car sporting some Vortech goodies. We've got a few Camaros we're going to go and take a look at right now. Okay, so tell us about this gorgeous car.
So basically what happened is I'm actually the National Guard's official tuner. You know, I build these race car stuff in the import world for the National Guard. Well, Gil Cormacy, the guys over there at Vortech, hit me up and said, hey, Nick, we have a possibility of working together with you on your 2010 Camaro with GM. They said, what do you want to do with it? And I said, honestly, can we run a Paxton unit with your guys' heritage with NASCAR, the National Guard, all that stuff? It'd be the perfect tie-in. They obviously kicked it down, and here it is. You know, it's a V3 centrifugal supercharger with the air-to-air cooler. And basically what we did with this car is got it up there to them, and they basically tuned this thing themselves, did all the labor and love themselves. They pulled just under 500 horse because we ran on a little bit of fuel, so we'll bump up the fuel a little bit, probably about 600 horse on this thing when we're done. You know, so a lot of people jumped on board to help produce that power at the wheels. That power wouldn't be there if Paxton and all those guys at Vortech wouldn't have jumped on board and said, hey, let's start with this and see where we can go.
Another beautiful 2010 Camaro here at the 2009 SEMA show. This one sporting a Paxton Novi supercharger, which is putting out over 600 horsepower. Now this Camaro is kind of special because it's the WD-40 SEMA Cares Camaro, which is being auctioned off for charity in the second week of January through Barrett-Jackson in Scottsdale, Arizona. It's a beautiful example of a Camaro and well worth a bid.
We're one of the 8 Camaros chosen by GM. And we want to do something very sophisticated and clean, not over the top. And as you can see, under the hood is an LS3, fully built by K1, and it's sporting a Vortech V3 supercharger. We dynoed it at 650 horsepower with a mild tune, but we ran out of fuel. So they're going to retune it after SEMA, and we're hoping to make about 900 horsepower. Car is phenomenal. The supercharger is great, and you know, we did a lot of subtle things that people takes a second to catch, but you know, with the paint color, we waited a wow factor, but not where it's overwhelming. So I hope you guys like what you see, and thank you guys for coming by.
And finally, from Trent's Trick Designs comes this one, Project Stunner. Very aptly named, I must say, and I've got to say, it looks just as good under the hood as it does from the outside of the car. It's an amazing looking car. It's got air suspension, it's got SSBC brakes, the interior is just as trick as the outside of the car, and of course, it's running a Vortech V3 supercharger. So that is yet another example of a Vortech-powered Camaro at the 2009 SEMA show. So when you're looking at supercharging your 2010 Camaro, Vortech's got you covered.